Welcome back, everybody. Today's going to be a different kind of video. It is Saturday the 26th of August. So I wanted to do a video regarding these two bays. We have Ace Dragon and Bushin Ashindra. I can't remember if it's Ashindra. Oh yeah, because it's Bushin Ashura for the TT release. So as you know, these are Hypersphere bays. Now in later releases after these bays, we did get semi-accurate drivers for Dragon, and then a semi-accurate driver released that should have been on a Ashindra, but they got released on different bays. Those bays are Sphinx S, I believe this is S5, Sphinx S5. This is with the Hypersphere and Slingshot set, and Sphinx actually has the keep driver, so pretty cool. It's a keep slingshot. So yeah, it still functions like keep, but you can pull out the tip and it becomes a solid rubber attack driver. So pretty cool. And then with the same generation, we got, I think it's Triumph Dragon, and it has charged metal. Now it's not normal charge. I do have charge right here. It's not normal charge because charge has a hole, plastic in the center, and it's not got a hole. But it is accurate enough in the fact that it's the charge driver. We do have holes in the charge driver, and it's on Dragon. So it didn't get released on Dragon because they wanted to do this sort of gimmick and create these crazy stadiums that are cool. If you didn't watch this Vortex drop unboxing video, it was worth doing. It was worth the wait, and I hope you guys do watch it, and I hope you guys do enjoy it as much as I did. There were some bonus items in there that I got, so please go watch that. But however, getting back on track, what I want to do is I want to put the drivers from these four bays. We're going to put Charged Metal SPM on Ace Dragon. I did not mean to throw him out of the arena. I meant to just put him there. And then we're going to take Keep Slingshot and off of Sphinx and put it on Ashindra. So now Ashindra has the actual Keep driver, Hurricane. It's not actual Hurricane, but it's Hasbro's Hurricane. And the Ashindra layer. So it's an actual, almost, representation of Ashindra. Now we have Charged Metal, Sting, and the Ace layer. And now we have an almost accurate representation of TT's Ace Dragon. And what we're going to do, you think we're going to be using the stadium. We're not. Because we're using two stadium release bays, we will be using the vertical drop stadium. Yes, the skate park style stadium. And I want to battle it against most of the known bays in the anime. So I don't have all the bays in the anime because I'm still missing Genesis, I'm still missing Pegasus, and I think there's one more after that I'm still missing. But I do have most of the main bays, so we will battle against the season, essentially. So with that being said, our first match, move these bays out of the way. Our first match will be Ashindra. Oh, and I'm missing Valtryek. Valtryek's the other bay I'm missing. I can't believe I couldn't remember that. We'll be doing Ace Dragon versus Ashindra with Charge Metal and Keep Slingshot. And I guess we'll throw the Slingshot gimmick in there. But, of course, the first battle is going to be without it. 3, 2, 1. I'm expecting Ashindra to win. Oh no, Ashindra was burst. Okay, Ashindra was burst. Oh yeah, and as you can see, if it does drop, the slingshot will come out and actually stick out. So, with that being said, we do gotta take that into consideration. One more thing we're gonna do real quick. Because I just noticed we had Union Achilles. we're going to take the Extreme Plus driver off of Union Achilles and put the Extend Plus from our red Union Achilles on our bad boy right here. So we have an accurate driver representation for Union Achilles. And that's going to be our last modify, we'll call it. All right, but that's going to be a later battle. So now we got to take out the slingshot, lock it into place, and 3, 2, 1. Ace was taking a page out of Heat Salamander's book and just bouncing around the stadium. Yeah, that charged metal is super off balance, you guys. I don't know if you guys own this driver or not, but yeah, charged metal is super off balance, and in order to make it balanced, you have to put like a heavy driver on it. So for instance, if I wanted to make a complete accurate representation, we would take Sting off of Ace Dragon, and if we wanted to make it accurate and actually make it, you know, not jump around as much, we would use Sting. And then there we go. Sting is now not Sting. Charge metal is no longer jumping around. So yeah, that's how you would do that. But like I said, we're using Hasbro parts. Now, if I wanted to, I could use Hasbro's change for Union Achilles, but we're using these today. So next battle, we'll do Wizard Fafnir and Ace. So now, what I gotta do... Oh, and I'm missing Judgment Joker too. So I do not have Judgment Joker. So I still got a few bays for the main collection to collect. But now we're in the Hypersphere stuff. So I really wanted to do a Hypersphere-ish video after I did the vertical Vortex Stadium video. So this is what we're doing today. All right, 3, 2, 1. Is it enough to take a win? It is not. Mirage Fafnir with the win. Oh, and I'm missing the other 3, 4 dragons as well, because I don't have Imperial Dragon and I don't have the other 3 original release dragons, because Ace Dragon comes in red. And then you have your Rock Dragon that comes with Ogre, and then Glyph Dragon, which comes by itself. All right, 3, 2, 1. And Ace Dragon loses. All right, so moving on from that match, we have a win and we have a loss. Now we will do Bush and Ashindra without the slingshot gimmick versus Mirage Fafnir. 3, 2, 1. And Mirage Fafnir with a burst. That is sad to see. So moving on. Burst finish automatically settles the 2-round streak. So both lost to Mirage Fafnir, and Ashindra lost to Ace. So moving on, next match, we will do Venom Devilos. 3, 2, 1. Ace Dragon with a burst finish. Very nicely done. So now that we have a burst finish, we will throw Bush and Ashindra. Oh, that's Sphinx. Bush and Ashindra into the mix. Three, two, one. Alright, let's try that again. Bushin Ashindra versus Venom Devilos. Bushin decided to bounce out of the stadium, so moving on. Bush and Ashindra with a burst finish. Both of them burst Venom Devilos, so very nice. Next up is our boy Erase Devilos. The first one to fight Erase will be Bush and Ashindra. Get these launchers set up. I was expecting that to happen. I was expecting Erase to get a burst finish on Ashindra. So now let's move on to Ace Dragon versus Venom Devilos. Ace Dragon takes its first loss against Venom. 3, 2, 1. And Ace Dragon takes the second loss to Venom Devilos. Alright, so they both lose to Venom Devilos. Well, actually, one bursts to Venom Devilos. Next up on our pecking order is our, I think it's Dusk Belkesh. So Dusk Belkesh versus Ace Dragon will be our first matchup. Give me just 1 second. I gotta get Bush and Ashindra put back together. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let it rip. Alright, that was a setup from hell. Ace Dragon just fell onto the carpet. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Ace Dragon takes advantage of the top and gets a burst finish. Now I gotta track down Bay parts. Oh, it was right underneath my seat. Should have kept the box. All right. Now, Bush and Ashindra versus Dusk Belkesh. Yeah, no, because Roar is quad drive. I think this is Dusk, if I remember right. Let it rip. Let it rip. Dusk just trying to knock Bushin off center. Did for a while, making Dusk scrape. Waste a lot of stamina trying to recover. Both of them have lost great stamina, but I think this will go to Dusk for the first round. Yes, first round goes to Dusk. We will activate that slingshot. See if we get a burst finish. 3, 2, 1. Immediately, Bush and Ashindra just taking advantage of the upper deck. Trying to get a good clean burst on Dusk, but Dusk is just proven too hard to handle for Bushin. And Bushin is out. Alright, so we got a win with Ace Dragon against Belkesh, and a loss with a loss and a win. A loss and a win with Dusk. Next up, we will do Zwei Luinor. First to go up against Zwei Luinor will be Ashindra with the slingshot gimmick activated. Alright, let it rip. Ashindra just trying to cut off Zwei Luinor, well, Zone Luinor. Trying to make it stamina out, but Zone Luinor is finding a way to get stamina and wins. Very nice on Zone Luinor's part. If I wanted to, I guess I could have put the actual driver on Zone, but that'd just be too many modifications. So we're just going against like one other modification, and that's Union Achilles. Now we will not use the gimmick. 3, 2, 1. Bushin cuts Zone off the pass, gets 2 upper deck movements, and bursts. So what happened is right off the bat, Bushin gets upper deck action, comes down, swings around, cuts off Zone, hits Zone a couple times, goes back up, comes around, swings down right here. But as Bushin's swinging down here, Zone gets an upper hit underneath Bushin and causes it to burst. Very nice play on Zone Luinor's part. All right, so now we are doing Dragon versus Dragon. Zone Luinor versus Ace. 3, 2, 1. Zone Luinor with a survivor finish, not a burst. Maybe we'll get that burst this next time. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let it rip. So I really think Charge Metal is not doing justice for Dragon, but it happens. This is mainly a theory video. So both wind up losing to Zone Luinor. Not good odds. Not good odds at all. We have 3 consecutive losses, and then we have one consecutive win. All right, the next opponent, you guessed it, is our boy Union Achilles with Extend Plus. Extend Plus Slingshot. Oh yeah, we need to get the launcher into right spin. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm expecting an Achilles win. Okay, right off the bat. I was expecting a burst finish there. I don't know why we didn't get a burst finish. I'm gonna give Dragon the DB launcher now just to see if there is a difference. All right. 3, 2, 1. Maybe that was a little too much power for Dragon, because that is a loss for Dragon. Oh, that is sad. A loss for Dragon. Now we will do Ashindra. We will do, because Extend Plus is in Slingshot, we will do Keep in Slingshot. 3, 2, 1. Both is going hard, but Union stays more stable than Ashindra and takes a survivor finish. Okay, now we're disengaging Slingshot. All right, 3, 2, 1. Ashindra hitting hard because Slingshot has engaged. Now it's disengaged. I do think the Keep Slingshot is an interesting driver, but I just think there's so much that tax it. All right. Yeah, because I feel like if the Slingshot didn't engage, Ashindra could have probably won that match. But what had happened is Ashindra hit that upper rail, and then when it came down, the Slingshot, here, we'll do this way. The Slingshot had engaged like about this point, causing Ashindra to go basically Hasbro's version of Turbo and cost it its match. So both did lose against Union. Now it's our boy Prime Apocalypse. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. And ace with a burst finish. Very nice. Very nice indeed. So ace wins against Apocalypse. Hopefully we can get a win with Ashindra. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. I think Ashindra actually had burst Apocalypse. It looked like Ashindra did burst Apocalypse. I do want to do the Slingshot for this battle, so we will do Slingshot next. So both bays have burst Apocalypse, and I think what had happened is the shrapnel from Apocalypse had actually burst Ashindra. Wow, really? Oh man. All right, let's try this again. Okay, so we had a self-destruct. Maybe that's a little too hard. All right, so Ashindra still wins. I do want to try that again, but Ashindra does win. Yeah, so my thoughts were right. Normally, more than likely, Ashindra would burst Apocalypse both times. So definitely pretty interesting. Now, we will go on to our boy Master Devilos. It is a shame we never did get a left layer release of Master Devilos. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. But I do gotta say, I think Master Devilos is probably my favorite Hasbro release of Slingshot, just because it was pretty accurate, honestly, other than it not having the left mode. All right, so now we will disengage the Slingshot. 3, 2, 1. Well, it tried to disengage, but it engaged itself. Disengaged now. Equalized, and we have a draw. Okay, so now let's go one last time. 3, 2, 1. Sorry, I gotta go again. And Ashindra loses to Devilos. Okay, so now Ashindra did lose to Devilos. Now can Ace Dragon beat Master Devilos? Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Right out the bat, Ace automatically gets a strong hit, but loses. Not enough momentum. So now moving on, we will do one more match against these two. 3, 2, 1. And Master Devilos wins against both Ashindra and Dragon. So we have 3 consecutive wins for Dragon. Well, 3 wins for Dragon. They weren't consecutive. I did beat Venom Devilos. I did beat Dusk Balkesh. And it did beat Apocalypse. Oh, 4. Because it also did beat Ashindra. Now, Ashindra lost a lot of times. Ashindra lost against Dragon, Erase, Zone, Dusk, Mirage, Union, and Venom. I mean, not Venom. Master Devilos. It only won against Prime Apocalypse and Venom Devilos. So they only got 2 wins. Now then, I got one last battle I want to do. And this should be fun for all ya, because I know how much we all loved this Bay when it came out in TT format. And we have Lord Spryzen. Granted, it didn't get released in the anime, but we are using the Hasbro Slingshot Dimension driver off of Turbo Achilles, the Blitz disc for Lord Spryzen, and the Lord Spryzen lair. We will use both left spin and right spin. I want to automatically max him out on height, and we will go from there. Both bays will be right spin starting off. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that is the wrong dragon. All right, so we're gonna have to restart this match because I grabbed the wrong dragon. Try this again. Shu versus Dante. Dragon versus Spryzen. Ooh, Dragon with a win. Very nice. Very nice counterattack on Dragon's part. We will go halfway. Hopefully it stays halfway. Spryzen just moving, trying to get in them upper attacks. Very nice. And Spryzen takes the win with middle distance. Now we will go completely down to the point. Boom. Spryzen first. 3, 2, 1. Dragon. Will Spryzen take a win? And Dragon with a little bit more life after death. So Dragon did win. Now we will go left spin. Okay, left spin small for the for dimension. Getting these launchers set up. All right. 3, 2, 1. It's just funny to see Ace bounce around like Heat Salamander. And Spryzen takes the first win. We will go middle of the road for dimension. And we have Spryzen set up on the launcher. 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. So Dragon burst Spryzen. That was not intentional. So what had happened is I tried to launch away from Spryzen, but Spryzen wound up moving in the path of Dragon's launch path and actually bursted Spryzen. Okay, so that's 2 points for Dragon. We will go completely tall with Spryzen. And the only reason why I'm launching Spryzen first is because Spryzen should have the better stamina. Because Charge Metal has crap for stamina, as you guys have seen. It's just really good for upping attack power. 3, 2, 1. Oh man, Spryzen lost to Dragon. That is an upset. So it was completely fair. What had happened is Dragon came around as Spryzen was coming down here and did an upper attack, knocked Spryzen. Spryzen ramped right here. Instead of going right here and keep spinning, it kept spinning but lost control, went into the channel, lost most of its spin right here, so it wasn't able to get out. It was just able to go over and spun out just like that. That was a nice attack, a counter attack from, well, attack from Spryzen. All right, we'll continue this in left spin. Now we will do Bushin Ashindra with the Speedstorm gimmick, the Slingshot gimmick activated. And Spryzen will actually have the tallest form starting on, well, Dimension. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Spryzen annihilates Ashindra. First match. Very nice. And then now we will go halfway. Now technically to do this Ashindra match right, we would want to do both drivers for the Ashindra driver for per match for tall and tall, medium, and short for Dimension. But we just really don't got that kind of time. So moving on, we have Dimension in its middle state. And really poor launch. I apologize. 3, 2, 1. Ashindra trying to take a page out of Dragon's book. Will it work? Both of them are losing stamina pretty quick. Ashindra with the better life after death, suffering after, I think it was a burst finish. Now, we will go the smallest form, and we will keep Ashindra without the slingshot gimmick. So Ashindra did get 1 point. 3, 2, 1. Now, if Ashindra gets a point here, we're in a tiebreaker match. Let's see what happens. Spryzen using that counter attack, trying to get the upper attack underneath the layer. Both bays are about out of stamina. And Spryzen with a survivor finish. Very nice. So now, we will put Spryzen in right spin. Right spin, lowest height for Dimension. All right. The Speedstorm has not activated on Ashindra, so we will find out. Ashindra with a win against the first match against right spin Spryzen. Very nice. Now, mid-height. Right there. Can it do it again? Wow. Okay, still has not activated, self-activated, so we are good. Can it win against mid-height Spryzen, Lord Spryzen? No, it does not. Oh, that is very sad. Will we have a tiebreaker? Tallest? And essentially, we have the slingshot activation. All right. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. If Spryzen gets a burst here, ooh, Spryzen loses. So we do have a tiebreaker because both have to win against both modes. Ashindra did win against right spin, and Dragon won against both of them. So we have, Or did Dragon lose? I can't remember if Dragon lost or... But either way, it was consecutive between the Dragon match. Okay, so we have left spin, mid-height. We are keeping keep activated for the slingshot. This is hopefully the settling match. 3, 2, 1. I need my launcher to stop doing that. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was a horrible launch on my part. The problem with that middle height on Spryzen is it doesn't really have good stamina as you'd think it would. So I have to be really quick on that launch for the second bay. And I know you guys are going to crucify me. Oh, well, how come you don't have a dual Beyblade launcher for burst? Because those things are hard to track down sometimes. And funds are tight. And Ashindra takes that match. Now we go smallest height against the slingshot gimmick. 3, 2, 1. Ashindra pushes Lord Spryzen onto the top. Lord Spryzen should have the advantage here. I'll be surprised. Okay, so I was right. Lord Spryzen did have the advantage. Okay. Sorry, you guys. It is really toasty today in my room, and it is not too fun. Well, in my computer room. Toasty and cloudy, so I have to have the light on. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let it rip. Let it rip. So the slingshot gimmick is disengaged, and we have a burst finish, tying them up again. Oh, this is sad. Tying them up again. All right. We'll do a final tiebreaker match. I think Dragon did win though against Lord Spryzen. It's not me being picking one over the other. I think Ace Dragon did beat Spryzen consecutively in both left spin and right spin with the charged metal. Okay, so we're gonna do right spin, lowest mode against slingshot activated Ashindra. This will be the tiebreaker match. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so Ashindra beats it out in the first round. Let it rip. Oh, and Ashindra with a burst finish. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Ashindra got a burst finish. So that is a wrap. Ashindra officially beats out Lord Spryzen. Very nice. Very nice on Ashindra's part to get a win. Alright, so let me put these bays back in their stock real quick, and we'll wrap up this video. So, boom. Oh, that's Triumph Dragon. So, Ace Dragon. Just so that you guys see all the bays we use. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. We need boom, 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 boom. Boom and boom. All right. So to make this video happen, what I had to have So I had to have all these bays right here, right? We had to have the Ace Dragon, the Ashindra, and just some of the bays from the season, right? I wanted to do this when I had all of the bays from the season, but unfortunately that ain't happening. Then we had to have Triumph Dragon, Sphinx from Slingshot. Then from there, we needed Turbo Achilles for its Dimension Driver, and Z Achilles for its Extend Plus. So yeah, that's what we used to make this video happen. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like always, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I appreciate every single one of you. With that, I hope you all have a good evening. And 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Have a great day.